He was telling his son, you are ordered to listen to me. You are ordered to obey me. If you disobey me, why? Because he was telling his son to believe in Allah Almighty and don't set up partners to Allah Almighty. We are the language that we understand. We can never understand Allah's language. So people said, well, Allah spoke to me. Allah ain't spoke to you. Your ego spoke to you. From Shaitan. Allah speaks to us through the means in which we can understand. Allah speaks in the language that we understand. If we were here as Chinese, we would speak in the Jumah would be in Chinese. If we were Arabs, it would be in Arabic. Or whatever language. If we were a tribe in Africa, regardless of what that language was, we would be translating it, speaking it. Allah spoke to Moses through a bush because there was no one around at that time that could speak to him. He became the mouthpiece for everybody else. No one else could probably handle the bush. Could you? So Allah sends his mouthpieces through human beings to speak to human beings. He said, if your angels are to send angels. So then he spends human beings that speak the language of the people. We have to understand this. We must submit our will to that message. We're not submitting to them. We're submitting to Allah's will through them. This is how ego said, oh, I ain't listening to them. I started listening to him. He go to the bathroom just like I do. He came to a woman just like I did. He gonna leave this world just like I did. Yep, so did Moses, so did Jesus, so did Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Yes. And they established and put the goodness back in the world when it was lost. We left to ourselves, we can't do nothing but produce evil because that's all we can do. We're in darkness. Allah wanted everyone to see that they are in need of their Lord, but they needed their Lord by someone like them coming to them to tell them about their Lord and them. Not out in the sky, because Allah said the sky can't contain me. Not in the earth can't contain him. He said the believers, the heart of the believers can contain me. That has to be something else. We never consider that. And so our behavior becomes reckless because we're not considering that our Lord is inviting us to be in us. So that we will be in our Lord, have the assurance of the hereafter while we're here. To have the assurance of the seen and the unseen while we're in the scene. To be able to do the work of the next life and this life in this life. But we don't consider it. And our lives stay mediocre. We're not dynamic. Those prophets were always talking about Allah in every aspect of life. Every aspect of the existence. They were directing their Lord, their people to their Lord. To our Lord. That was their honor. And that's why Luke told his son to do the same thing that he did. And he told him that if he have any children, do the same thing with them. Do the same thing with them. Because that is the army, the party that will be successful. That's the party. We like the party. We like the jingle jangle. But we jingle jangle with a befogged mind. With that befogged mind, it makes us to forget about our Lord. It gives this illusion that we are with our Lord. But we're really with Shaitan. But But Allah says the party of Allah will always be successful. How can we not be successful with the party of Allah Almighty? Allah never sleeps, never dies. We party with our Lord when we wake up all day long, all night long, seeking the bounty of Allah Almighty. We see Shaitan, we're able to fight Shaitan, keep Shaitan out of us and keep him in our environment. And that's why Allah Almighty says establish prayer and establish charity. It's a means of purification. And as we begin to live that life, and that's why the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, when he came, he says, I'm coming, Allah is perfecting everything. Allah is perfecting a whole way of life so that you may live in this life as if you are in paradise. Why? Because you remove those veils. Those veils are removed. And now you see your Lord. You're with your Lord and you can talk to your Lord. And Allah Almighty says, ask of me everything, even to your shoestrings. Because maybe you might get a shoestring that may be too long or something, it may be loose, tangle your shoes, you may slip and bust your head. Everything to the smallest of things, ask your Lord. Establish that relationship. Oh my Lord, help me. What should I do? Should I go this way or should I go that way? Should I eat at this restaurant or should I eat at that restaurant? Should I marry this person or should I marry that person? Not following our lusts, not following material things to determine something that's going to be for my ego. It's going to give me pleasure, physical pleasure. Don't ask your ego. The ego is always going to look for what it deems to be the best of standards. But that's only from our physical viewpoint. We're not going to stay here. So Allah wants us to use another eye, spiritual eyes. Be with someone that you can live with in happiness here and take them with you to the next life. Just party forever. We don't understand that. Don't look for no mate that you think is so beautiful and so rich, so handsome or so beautiful. Then they start to get old and look ugly. Oh, that money starts to dry up. And then when you leave this life, you have nobody. Allah says the best of reasons to marry someone is by their faith, their piety. Why? Because they're remembering their Lord. Anyone is remembering their Lord is remembering them. They're living their party is life. And Allah's party, Allah give you the high, you be high. You be happy. Shaitan can't come in your house. He can't blow your door down. He can't kick your door down. Allah Almighty provides us with everything because Allah becomes the host. When Allah Almighty occupies our hearts, He trusts us. He gives us our trust. Because we love Him. Then we begin to love everybody unconditionally. Then Allah Almighty gives them their sustenance through you. He sends them the mercy through you. He sends them the warning through you. He sends them the punishment through you. And that's how the balance remains. Allah says, I will raise up a people to put another people in check. Allah's army, Allah's party. And they having fun now. Don't believe me, they don't have no fun. They are the original funsters. They can't wait to go to sleep so their soul can go somewhere so they can fun. They can't wait to wake up so they can have fun all day long. Because they know Allah is the greatest. And they're not setting up partners to Allah Almighty. Because they're saying, who can measure to Allah? That's like, what? To them, what? Shaitan come and say, you got to be crazy. I see why you feel. You're so stupid. Anybody that follow you is stupid. They got to be crazy, out of their mind.